Welcome to Exponential Builder, where I share the behind-the-scenes journey of building in the exponential age. My wins, my lessons, and the thoughts shaping my next moves.
So I jotted this down in my journal today. And, it just perfectly captures the energy, the momentum I'm feeling right now. It's this idea that one little spark of curiosity can just set off this incredible chain reaction, where these small wins start stacking on top of each other and suddenly open up brand new doors you didn't even see before. So let's kind of dig in and see how that actually played out today.
All right, so first things first, what did I actually get done today? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of the actions that really got this wave rolling. Today was just one of those awesome, satisfying days where everything just clicked. You know what I mean? It wasn't about just checking off a to-do list. It was about mixing some really deep, creative work with celebrating actual progress, all while planting seeds for what's coming next.
Man, it was a real mix of stuff. Kick things off building this fun little animated musical card. Just a quick experiment, but it proves a bigger point I'll get to in a minute. Then, bam! We had a huge YouTube milestone, which immediately sparked an idea for a new Milestones section in our community to celebrate wins together. And on top of all that, I started this really personal, heartfelt project for my sister, a custom book, all while still getting the daily content out the door. What's so cool is how all these separate things started to weave together, especially around what's happening with the YouTube channel.
Speaking of which, we just hit 487 followers. I mean, we are so close to that 500 subscriber goal we need for the YouTube Partner Program. You can really feel things starting to snowball now.
And this is the other half of that story. For the very first time, the channel actually broke 40 hours of watch time in the last 28 days. Now look, it's still a ways from the 250 we need, but that's a huge signal. It shows that all those small, consistent efforts are finally starting to add up to something you can actually see.
So, all this doing, all this action, it naturally leads to some pretty important lessons. Because, it's never just about the work itself. It's about what you're learning while you're in the trenches.
That animated card I whipped up this morning, man, that just hammered this point home. The tools we have access to right now are they're absolutely incredible. Something that might have taken a whole team weeks to pull off just a few years ago can now be done in a single morning. It's wild.
And the YouTube growth is the absolute poster child for this. This isn't because of some viral video. There's no magic bullet here. It is the direct result of just showing up day after day, publishing consistently, and just letting those tiny efforts stack up over time until they become something really meaningful.
And this brings me to the most powerful lesson of the day. And for me, it is a total game changer. It's all about leverage. It's about designing your work so that one single input doesn't just create one output, it creates many.
Okay, so this gets us to how I'm thinking about folding these lessons into a bigger strategy. It's really about shifting from that old school linear way of thinking to a much more, exponential one. The old way is simple, right? You put in 1 unit of effort, you get 1 unit of output back, 1 to 1. But the exponential way, the builder's mindset, is all about creating projects where one input can spin off multiple compounding outputs. And this new project from my sister is the absolute perfect example of this in action. So here's the crucial part. The project starts as a personal gift. It's a bedtime story my sister made up for her kids, and I'm helping her turn it into a beautiful illustrated book. But at the same time, it's a test case. That one single input, her story, can branch out and become so many other things.
So it starts as this personalized book. Okay, great. But then you start thinking, well, why not animate those illustrations and add some narration? Or, hey, what if we created a theme song for it using an AI tool like Suno? And from there, all of a sudden, it becomes a repeatable service you could offer to other families. See how that works? It starts as a simple gesture of love, but it has the DNA to become a whole new product suite.
So, with that mindset front and center, here's the immediate game plan. The focus is on building that momentum and really exploring these exponential opportunities.
The first, most clear, tactical goal is to push the YouTube channel right past that 500 follower mark. It's the next gate we have to unlock for the partner program, and we are just ridiculously close.
So beyond the subscriber count, the plan is to keep pushing towards that next watch hour milestone. At the same time, I'm going to be diving in and bringing my sister's story to life visually, then layering on animation and narration. It's all part of the same strategy, right? Just keep testing these small, fun ideas and see which ones have the potential to scale.
So I'll leave you with this question for your own journey. What's one small, consistent action you're going to take today to build your own momentum? Think on that. And thanks for joining me on this build.
This is Exponential Builder, brought to you by Exponential Tom. If you want to follow my journey, explore the tools I use, and join the movement, head to exponentialtom.com.